movie. Yeah, there's all these Lambo things that can happen. Yeah, like this one. Yeah, like this one. See, the first one they got this car working store. These guys just the belt and jam. They took it out and
Alright, let's do triceps.
Alright, David, man, you're 22?
22 years old, yeah.
Student at State?
Yes, sir.
What you studying?
I'm studying psychology and also English, modern language, Spanish, of course.
Alright, so you said you kind of walked into this bodybuilding thing, man. Tell me how you got started with that.
Well, it started off my freshman year at State in the spring of 2005. I had a good friend, a good friend of mine who was like, well, David, you need to go ahead and come into the weight room, start working out. I said no at first because I haven't lifted weights since 2002 and I didn't bother to work out. So I started working out and I got really big, and I had a couple of friends who came up to me and said, David, you need to start dieting. You're already strong, how about start dieting? So I started off with just, drinking water and cutting back from what I normally eat. Started dropping a couple of pounds. Then Greg and James, which are my trainers, they saw that I had potential, so therefore it was like, well, David, let's carry you to the next step. Let's try to put you on the show. I told him first, no, I didn't think I would possibly get into the show. I wasn't really fond of the bodybuilding thing. I really wasn't fond of taking any type of proteins and stuff. So I gave it a shot and taking protein and my nitric oxide enhancers and stuff, and later on, next thing you know, we started seeing an outline of my six-pack coming from the dieting. Then I told him, you know what, since I'm starting to see results, let's go ahead and make it happen. So they put me on a real good on-season diet, with me being on the egg white diet, which was very tremendous throughout my diet, which will really help me get all cut up. Egg whites, those are really good. And next thing you know, we started seeing results week by week. Then probably about 4 to 5 months ago, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do a show. So I went ahead and looked online at SouthCarolinaBodybuilding.com. Looked over there and see they had some shows available, and I looked at the South Carolina State show. And I said, yeah, I'd like to enter that one. So we went ahead and made it happen, and voila, June 2nd passed through. I did my first competition. I came in fourth. It was real nice, and I was very proud, and I said I enjoyed the competition. It's real nice, and it's something I wouldn't mind pursuing into. So I said I would do another show, and if things work out for me, I'd like to go pro in the sport.
People say, athletes eat, sleep, and breathe a certain sport, but bodybuilding, you really do. I mean, this is a different mindset to be a bodybuilder in.
Yes, you have to be disciplined. You must be disciplined to do the sport, which is like that in every sport. You must be disciplined. In this sport right here, you have to be disciplined to do the sport. You have to, timing is everything in this sport. You gotta know when to eat, what time to eat, what fits you, what kind of routine you're doing. You gotta know what your symmetry is. You have to learn about your body in this sport. You gotta learn on what your body can take and what it cannot take. And you learn that as you go along. Like right now, I'm a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out today what works for my body. So it takes time for that to happen. And when it comes to working out, you need to go ahead and take your protein 30 minutes before you come in here. So when you come in here, you can go ahead and do what you need to do. You don't need to work out. You only need to work out for like an hour and 15 to 20 minutes on one particular body group of that muscle at that time. For about 5 to 6 days out the week. I'm saying for a bodybuilder, that's what you must do. And when it comes down to competition, you gotta come in here 7 days a week to do what you need to do to perform the parts of your body that you want to show. Definition is important. Being healthy is important. So you must be disciplined to do this sport.